Hey everyone, this is Treat by Alterdoctors, and today we are here to present a very important message to all our fellow Indians. Dear brothers and sisters, there comes a moment in history when ignorance is no longer a forgivable offense. A moment when only wisdom has the power to absolve. The following image may be graphic and disturbing, but the image is not of a terrorist attack, nor is it of a person who has suffered injuries from a road traffic accident or a fall from height, but of a doctor, performing his only duty and mission to save the life of his patient. And now he is battling for his life because of violence from the attendants. This is not the first such instance to have occurred. Over the last few years, violence against doctors and other healthcare providers and damaging healthcare facilities have been on the rise in this country. But what beats me is this reaction of violence time and time again. Can't our society see the long working hours that we endure with just only one mission in our mind, the patient's life? The 36-hour shifts that we sometimes undergo without food and water for a majority of the hours. The family lives that we sacrifice to be at the bedside of the patient when they need it the most. Perhaps you all are not aware, but we are constantly exposed to infectious diseases and sometimes even life-threatening ones such as TB and HIV despite all the precautions that we take. We ask you to recognize one important thing. When the patient is admitted, not only do we spend time counseling and comforting them and the attenders, but also share each and every emotion of happiness, sadness, anger, frustration and disappointment, all this leading to a burnout. Yes, we make mistakes. Yes, that despite our best efforts, the patient dies. We are not gods. Neither do we assume to play the role of one. We are just humans trying to give the best that is possible. Yes, we accept that there are a few rotten apples in a basket and they need to be reprimanded and dealt with as per the law, but not with violence. Do you want India to be a land where the dream of a child who picks up a stethoscope and has that magical experience of listening to a heartbeat cease to exist? Do you want brain drain to continue? Because as of now, the medical fraternity feels that the stethoscope is becoming like a noose around the neck. It's time to say, enough is enough. We have an appeal to the Honorable President, the Honorable Prime Minister, the Home Minister, the Health Minister, and all Chief Ministers and Party Presidents. Please unite on this issue. Unanimously condemn any form of violence or mudslinging against doctors and the medical fraternity. Ensure stringent legislatures and laws both at the Parliament and state assemblies that make violence in healthcare facility a non-bailable offence. Empower the local police stations to immediately press charges and take the necessary action. Let every local police station be responsible for the healthcare facilities in its jurisdiction. Let them coordinate with the hospital securities to not only deal with violence when it has occurred, but also play a very active role in preventing it. Let us think of some solutions which can act as a strong deterrent, such as having a universal health ID or linking of health records with Aadhaar cards and documenting any threatening behavior or any violent episodes so that they are accessible to the healthcare providers during the next admission so that appropriate actions can be taken. And let there be no mistake, a deterrent of rejecting all insurance claims of such patient and their attenders for the next 5 years or so must be made. Such laws are already in play. For example, in another instance, that if someone misbehaves during a aeroplane journey, he or she is debarred from flying for the next whatever duration of years is decided as punishment. Now, when this is more serious offense than that, why can't the same rules be applied here to act as a deterrent? The celebrities, why don't most of you come forward and condemn this incident when it happens? Is it because that standing up for us does not generate enough TRPs or promote your movies? Please condemn these incidents, show us your support, and repose faith in us. To the media houses, spread awareness about diseases, the prevention and the treatment. Highlight positive, impactful stories. Do profile of pioneers and always try to double check health news before publishing it. And to my dear non-medico friends, when you wanted to ask about your mother's, cousins, husband's, neighbor's, nephew, I still made time. I might be post 36-hour shift duty, but you were scared you had cancer reading your symptoms on Google, but I examined you and assured you that it was just sinusitis. Support us at this critical juncture. Respect us and help others respect us. Show us the courtesy, because otherwise you might just be left with only Dr. Google's advice. And finally, an appeal to the medical community. Let us not indulge in loose talk or mudslinging against each other. Let us be models of integrity, hard work, and ethics. Let us have self regulatory bodies to take actions when the above values are violated. Let hospitals have protocols and security in place to prevent and also take action when violent incidents occur. And finally, let us stay united. The time has come not only to save the patient and improve patient safety, but the time has come to save the doctor and improve doctor safety. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.